Hello and welcome to the Motorway Man, and welcome to my series where I'll be showing you the wonders of the fine cities and towns across the UK. As always, there'll be a bit of history. I'll give my top 5 things to do when you're here. I'll be explaining how to get here, so join me as today we look at the seaside city of Southend-on-Sea. And as always, before I get into things, please subscribe to the channel because it would make me really happy, and also consider giving the video a thumbs up as well. I'd really appreciate it. So, some basic facts to get us going. So, Southend's official name is the City of Southend-on-Sea. It was founded in 1790 and has a population of 319,000 people. It's located in Essex in the east of England, in the country of England, and you can get to it from the major road, the M25, at junction 29. And as always, we'll be starting with the history. So, Southend-on-Sea was originally just a small area populated by mainly fishermen, and it wasn't until the Victorian era and the 1800s when Southend-on-Sea would get loads of visitors from Victorians as they flocked to see the wonders of the seaside location, and it sees many visitors still to this day, with Southend-on-Sea being one of the UK's most famous seaside cities, and it's a great place to come and visit. So, for my first recommendation, I recommend you see the most famous thing in all of Southend. And what could that be? It's the Southend Pleasure Pier. It is the world's longest pleasure pier, and it's over a mile long, coming in at a length of 1.34 miles, so it is extremely long. You can go all the way to the end, and I believe there's a sand pit and an RNLI lifeboat station at the end, so if that's your thing, it's good to visit. And it's just a great place to walk around because you can go a mile into the middle of the Thames estuary, so it's just wonderful. And you might be thinking, but Motorway Man, I've got an entire pram to push that way, or I'm in a wheelchair. No worries, because they already sorted that, because for my second recommendation, I recommend you ride the Southend Pier Railway. Yes, it's a very railway. It's basically a train that they've built all the way down the end of the pier, so you can basically go that 1.3 miles on a train, so you can still say you've gone to the very end of the 1.3 mile long pier, but you did it on a train. So maybe you can walk the distance and get the train back, or you can get the train there and get the train back, just that kind of thing. So yeah, they really have sort of everything. So, coming in at number 3, we have St Mary's Church. St Mary's Church is the largest church in all of Essex. It's also one of the oldest, and it's located in one of the oldest parts of the city, so it's a great place to come and visit and learn about the history of the church and the surrounding villages and the city of Southend-on-Sea itself. So, coming in at number 4 is the Victoria Shopping Centre. Now, if you need to do your shopping anywhere in the city, this is where you're going to do it. The Victoria Shopping Centre is one of the largest shopping centres anywhere in Essex, and one of the largest shopping centres in the east. It's located right in the city centre of Southend-on-Sea, and it's got all the shops for everything that you would need. And finally, yes, at number 5, we do have my final recommendation, and the best thing that you can do while you're in the city of Southend-on-Sea, in my opinion, is to visit the Southend Cliff Gardens. These gardens are built into a cliff-facing hill, and it allows you to look out over the Thames estuary, and it's really nice. There's loads of nice pathways, little lakes, little streams, lots of nice trees, and lots of nice potted plants as well. And because it's built into a cliff, there's another thing called the Southend Cliff Railway, which you could consider recommendation 5A or 5B or whatever, and it's a funicular railway that takes you from the top of the cliff to the bottom. Reminds me of one I did in Norway a few years ago, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely, the Southend Cliff Gardens, definitely a must-do when you're in Southend, because it's one of the few places in England that actually has something like this. So, say you want to get here, how can you do that? So, the city of Southend-on-Sea can be accessed by the major road, the M25 at junction 29. So, if you're on the M25 heading northbound, you're going to take the M25 junction 29, and it will say A127 towards Southend and Basildon. You're going to want to be in lane 2 for that one, by the way. At the roundabout, take the third exit, A127 towards Southend. At the roundabout, after a short while this is, by the way, take the third exit, and you're going to follow the A127 towards central Southend and the seafront. And then if you're heading on the southbound of the M25, again M25 junction 29, and you're going to follow A127 towards Southend and Basildon. At the roundabout, take the first exit, A127 towards Southend, and again after a short while down the A127, at the roundabout, take the third exit, A127 towards central Southend and the seafront. And additionally, if you are going to travel here on public transport, there's a bit of public transport on screen now for the information for you, where the airports are, bus stations, train stations. There are a lot of them, by the way. Some street travel for you as well, and of course the major roads, the M25, the A13, A127, A130, and then the minor roads of the A1015 and the A1159 as well. So there you have it. That is everything that you need to know when you come here to the fabulous city of Southend-on-Sea. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate your time as always. I hope you've enjoyed my little guide to the seaside city of Southend-on-Sea. I have enjoyed making it. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, because it would make me really happy. And it's always a great thing to see when the subscribe count goes up. So yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. Tune in on Sunday to see a service station tour, and come back next Wednesday when we look at another wonderful city or town. But until then, make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon and all that good stuff. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I shall catch you in the next one on Sunday for a service station tour of Rivington Services. So have a great one. I'll catch you on Sunday. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Please subscribe. Have a happy day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.